Welcome back to our Python programming series. In this video, we're going to tackle one of the most essential concepts in programming, conditional statements. We'll break down if, else, and elif statements, explore nested conditions, and practice with a fun hands-on exercise at the end. Whether you're a beginner or revisiting Python basics, this video will help you write smarter and decision-driven code. So let's get started. Imagine you're at a traffic light. If the light is green, you go. If it's red, you stop. And if it's yellow, you slow down. You've just made decisions based on these conditions. In Python, conditional statements helps us make such decisions in our code. These include if, else, and elif. If checks a condition and runs code if it is true. Else runs code if the if condition is false. And elif is used when we have multiple conditions to check. We'll also learn about nested conditions where we use conditions inside other conditions. The if statement checks whether a condition is true. If it is, the block of code inside the if statement runs. We'll see an example. Here, the condition is greater than or equal to 18 is checked. If it's true, the code inside the if block runs. If it's false, nothing happens. So, as we see in the output, the if condition is satisfied. Here the condition is true, so Python prints the message. But what if the condition is false? That's where the else statement comes in. The else statement runs a block of code when the if condition is false. We'll see an example. If the condition is greater than or equal to 18 false, the code inside the else block runs. This makes it easy to handle two outcomes, one for true and one for false. But what if we have more than two conditions? For example, grading a student based on the score. That's where the elif statement comes in. The if checks if the score is 90 or above. If not, the elif statement checks other conditions in order. Finally, if none of the conditions are true, the else block runs. This allows us to handle multiple conditions one after the other. Sometimes we need to check conditions inside other conditions. This is called nesting. We'll see an example. Here, the first if checks if the age is greater than or equal to 18. Inside this if, there's another condition to check if has underscore id is true. If the age is less than 18, the outer else runs. These kind of nested conditions are powerful when we need to make decisions step by step. Just be careful not to overuse them as they can make your code harder to read. Alright, it's time for a hands-on exercise. Here's your challenge. Ask the user to input their score, a number between 0 and 100. Use if, elif, and else to grade them based on this scale. If the score is 90 and above, give them an A. If it's between 80 to 89, give them a B. If it's between 70 to 79, give them a C. If it's between 60 to 69, give them a D. And if the score is below 60, give them a F. Add a nested condition to check if the score is exactly 100 and print perfect score. Pause the video, try this challenge and share your answers in the comments. I'll check them and provide the feedback if needed. So in conclusion, today we covered conditional statements in Python. We used if to check a condition, we used else to handle when the condition is false, we used elif for multiple conditions, and we used nested conditions to put conditions inside other conditions. Please make sure to practice the exercise and try creating your own examples to strengthen your understanding. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more Python tutorials, and turn on the bell icon to stay updated. Drop your questions or comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding!